Hi there. Thanks for joining the CPG Bytes, a series of short video segments from Treasure Data, where we chat about the latest news and industry trends and read between the lines to provide our perspectives and insights. So, David, what insights and predictions do you have for the CPG industry this upcoming year, 2021?
Well, first off, Stephen, I just want to welcome you and wish you a happy new year. Hopefully 2021 is, I want to predict that at least it's going to be better than 2020, right? That's probably a pretty safe prediction. But, I always like to have three points. So let me give you three predictions. We'll probably start kind of order of more likely to maybe a little bit more debatable. So I think the first is that direct to consumer, the DTC business is going to continue to grow. We saw such amazing growth in 2020 because of COVID, but I think what we're going to see is that consumer behavior, that desire to buy online, as an example, and go direct to the brands that they know and love to purchase and to share information and data, is going to be sticky. And when we look at some of the larger CPG companies like Clorox and Kraft Heinz, based on the investments they're making and things that they've been saying in the press, I think they also believe that there is a stickiness to the direct-to-consumer business. You look at some of the other investments like PepsiCo's making with Snacks.com, where they're actually allowing consumers now to personalize the bundles of the products. I think there's a lot of experimentation on how to continue to make innovate around the DTC model to make it even stickier and more of a compelling value proposition for consumers. So that'd be my first one. The second is, and I know it's a little bit, I kind of hate to say this, but I think there's a bit of overall, just even outside the CPG industry, a bit of an erosion of trust. Maybe trust in government, trust in the media, just trust. It's kind of maybe an all-time low, and that's permeated itself into people's trust of companies and businesses and brands. And so I think that in 2021, it's going to be absolutely imperative for CPG companies to really focus on data-based marketing and relevance-based marketing, and to ensure that any of the share that they captured during all of the upheaval of 2020, that they maintain by making sure that the messaging that they're delivering to consumers, that engagement, that personalization, is also delivered at the right time, right, at the right frequency. I think, and also at the right granularity. As we think about as the country opens up again, as business comes back to hopefully some semblance of normal, every geography, every locality is going to be very different in terms of how rapidly the government opens things up, whether vaccines available, whether people are comfortable going into stores. And so the ability to be very granular in your understanding of not only the individual consumers, but the geography and location information as well, and how you convey the message and time things is going to be super important. And the time element, I think, is really key. I mean, I think one could argue that a hyper-personalized message delivered at the wrong time is just an interruption. Even a generic message delivered at the perfect time is going to be much more welcome, and is going to then engender trust, right? It all gets back to trust and brand loyalty. And then the third prediction that I would say is that we saw in 2020 an enormous amount of volatility in the supply chain, right? You go to a store and they're out of stock on your brands. You have to try something different. There were distribution problems. There was inventory issues, both up and down. So there's enormous volatility on supply chain. As we now, I think companies have taken action and corrective action on that. As moving to 2021, I would suggest that same level of volatility that CPG companies saw on the supply side, they're going to now see on the demand creation side.
Right.
So this ability to have this demand sensing, to be able to be more agile in your planning and in your ability to respond, to be able to really truly know and understand your consumers so that you can respond to that volatility in a proactive and a productive way is going to be extremely, extremely important. So DTC continue to probably grow and remain sticky. It depends a little bit on the brands and the product categories. This real need to be data driven in your marketing and your engagement and be really timely, and so you're not interrupting consumers, but you're really engendering trust and loyalty.
Right.
And the third is just expect a ton of volatility. If you thought last year was a bouncy ride, I think you're going to see a lot of future bouncy rides, especially on the demand side of the equation.
Got it. No, thank you for those predictions, David. Now the CPG companies and us are able to get ready for what's coming in the next 12 months. Thank you for the 2021 CPG industry predictions, and also thank you all for joining us. For more videos like this, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the bell for all notifications. We'll be back in 2 weeks from now with more topics for CPG Bytes. Thank you all.